Okay, well, I am visiting with Yadi, and Yadi's been a member of the JAG-K family for a while. I met you, oh golly, probably 3 years ago. You
Yes.
were either in your second or third school at that time, and I don't remember. I know you had been in some other JAG-K programs prior to that, but could you just tell us a little bit about how you got into the JAG-K program? Share with us what you would like to about that, and then a little bit about your experience. And then we'll talk about what you're doing now and all of that. So,
Okay, I first got into JAG when I got put into foster care system. When I was put in foster care system, they put me in Washington High, and that's where I was first introduced to JAG-K. Shortly afterwards, they moved me to Lawrence, and that's where I was introduced to Lawrence High. In Lawrence High, I met Miss Jackson, and she's the one that introduced me to you, and that's where I really got into JAG-K. Ever since I got into JAG-K, it's been an amazing journey to be in. I've gotten to learn a lot of life skills, budgeting. I've learned to do job interviews. I've learned how to make my resume. And I think that's something that schools are missing on in teaching. And it's something I find great to learn and great to know.
mhm. So some practical life skills. Were there any other challenges in your life that JAG-K was, or one of your specialists was able to help you deal with or overcome?
There was a lot of challenges I had that JAG-K helped me out. Being in foster care system was not easy to have a stable education from one school. I moved a lot of schools. I moved from Lawrence, I moved into Hiawatha, and then I moved back to another high school. I just kept being paintball all around. And going to JAG-K, I knew I was going to have some sort of stability, especially since they introduced a special specialist in JAG-K for foster care kids only that came to see you once a week. That was the most awesome thing I've had. And thanks to her, Miss Kathy Johnson, she helped me so much and keeping tabs on me, seeing how I'm balancing my life, because I was working too when I went back to JC Harmon, and she helped me out balance my work hours with my study hours, and she just helped me go through my finals so much easier.
And so, for those of you not familiar with Success Academy, that was a program we established through the support of the Department for Children and Families to help with transition for our students in foster care who, like Yadi, have really serious barriers with mobility, moving from place to place. And we wanted to provide them with some consistency. And so we established this program called Success Academy, where even if you were in a school that didn't have JAG-K, you would still have a JAG-K specialist that could help you get acclimated to a new school, make sure you were able to get in a credit recovery program, things like that. So it's unfortunate you didn't have it while you were in Newton and at Hiawatha. We have changed that, so we're in a better position to help our students in foster care. And since then, we've even, with Governor Kelly's support, we are transitioning Success Academy to something called Transition Services. So it's not just for students in foster care. It will also be for youth who have some experience with the judicial system. It's also students that are currently in a JAG-K program that may be going to a school that doesn't have a JAG-K program, but they just need a little bit of extra support in making a transition, continuing to get some of those competencies that we do in JAG-K, like the resume building and job interview skills, things like that, that we can help them do remotely, like this Zoom call. So the Success Academy is now becoming Transition Services, but it's the same mission, and that's to help our students stay connected to the JAG-K family and help them on their life journey to a successful future. So, Yadi, you were actually really instrumental in getting that program going because we were talking about that concept. And when I met you in Lawrence, I asked you about the idea. And do you remember what you said or what your thoughts were at that time?
I remember thinking, wow, there's actually somebody that cares about this. And I remember telling you, this is an amazing idea. Will gladly help you to get this come reality. And the fact that it's now a reality and it's expanded just makes me proud to say, wow, JAG-K is really doing something for the youth of Kansas and for everybody that needs it. And I find that awesome.
Well, and we wish we could help everybody. It's still baby steps and trying to get it going, but we're doing as much as we can, and you were very helpful, and you alluded to this. Not only did you talk to me about what an amazing idea this would be, you actually spoke to some people. You talked to our board of directors about it, and then you also actually testified before DCF Secretary Laura Howard. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience when you were doing that?
Well, I was actually very nervous when I went in there into the conference room and seeing all these important people. I was like, oh, this is so big. I remember Kathy telling me, relax, Yadi, you're gonna do just fine. I just heard all these people talking about social welfare programs, and I remember JAG-K, and I remember there were some other people that were supposed to come but couldn't. And when I spoke, I saw the DCF head lady. I don't remember her name, but she smiled at me and she came up and hugged me. And I was like, oh, I was so proud in that moment that she hugged me and she told me good job. And then some of those older people that were there talking too just congratulated me. I just felt pride. And I felt pride that JAG-K was taking initiative of going up there and trying to change some things. It was a very awesome experience.
Well, and I could see why it would be intimidating. That would be an intimidating event for older people that have years of experience. So you were a champion. I would say that you were the most impactful person there, and there were a lot of people representing a lot of good organizations, but you were speaking from your heart and from experience, firsthand experience, and that made a big difference, I think. So we really appreciated your willingness to share your story, and you've been a great representative of JAG-K and champion for the program. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing now during the COVID-19 and just generally everything going okay? What are your goals? Have they changed at all, or are you still thinking about the same things you were wanting to do a year or so ago?
A year or so ago, I told JAG-K that I wanted to do nursing. I've been saying that since my sophomore year. Now, because of the COVID-19, it has pushed me even more to pursue my dreams and become a nurse to help out during this crisis that we're having. I did went back to Texas for a little bit. My plan was to work throughout the summer, come back to Kansas, and take up my free university voucher that comes with foster care and start on the fall semester. But now, because of this pandemic going on, I thought it's much better enough idea to come up here and start as quickly as I can, knocking some classes I can take out and see what I can do to make my process through university or college faster.
Mm. Have you actually had a chance to take classes online, or are you still in the process of getting enrolled in classes? What are you able to do right now?
Unfortunately, because many of the offices are closed and there's a lot of things closed down, I have not been able to enroll in classes, but I am making my little research right now on what classes I can take and where to take them.
Okay. All right. So you haven't narrowed down your list of where you want to take classes?
I've never done some, for example,
Okay.
Johnson County, a
Okay.
university college. I can take some classes there that I'm gonna need to take before going into nursing school.
Okay. Well, we certainly hope you will continue to be a connected part of our JAG-K family. Are there any other things that you wanted to say about your experience, or maybe advice you would give other JAG-K students?
JAG-K may be a very relaxed classroom, but I recommend students to take as much tips and advices that the specialists can give you, because honestly, when I first went in there, I had no idea what proper dressing was for a job interview. I did not know what a resume was, and honestly, thanks to JAG-K, I went in there, went to my job interview, went in there with confidence, got my job. I know how to budget my money, and all those life skills that they just taught me have been amazing. And if you can have the opportunity to learn them, take full advantage of them, because they can take you to many places. And thanks to JAG-K, has been one of the most impactful resources that I've had that have been stable enough to help me out through this journey called high school and my future journey called university college towards my diploma. Especially if you're first time, if you're the first one in your family to get a college degree or a high school degree, you can certainly benefit from JAG-K.
Well, you are an amazing person, and we're just blessed to have you as part of our JAG-K family, and really appreciate the time you took today and to visit with us, and keep in touch, okay?
Thank you.